Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. It is episode 5 on TMFactions and I am in a different base because we are, well, a lot of things happened at the end of last episode about an hour after I went off. First thing that happened is apparently we got insided by Fire the Pro, who is one of the faction members. And then he, like, pretty much destroyed our whole faction from the inside. And then the Skype call got raided, our whole base got raided. Pretty much everything was gone, including the 4 Iron Golem spawners, which made me super sad. So now I've decided just to pretty much go back to by myself for a little while. And also from reading the comments from the last video, a lot of people didn't like me going to a faction. So it seems very half-handed. Like, half the people seem to want me to do a faction, half want me not. So what I'm going to do for a while is stick by myself. So since I was pretty much in a state of discontent, what I did was I just found a random spot. I'm not going to tell you where it is. Could be in the end, Nether, or Overworld. It's definitely not in Nether because there's water dripping down. But I just found a random spot, and it's only one land, so it's pretty much anyone could raid me with a simple hybrid cannon, but I really don't care. So it's just going to be a very temporary base, because I just pretty much got the obby I had left over, built this base, and then built this very simple storage system. So what we have here is, I just spent like 5 minutes building this because I bought some resources. There's a line of redstone along the back there that connects to all these pistons, and what that will do is it'll push these out so that way when it's like this, no one can access a chest, not even me, because on this server people can open chests even if they're not in the faction. So this is my foolproof way of making it unraidable, because if they stick a creeper egg next to it, it won't blow it up. Of course, someone will probably TNT cannon the side of it, and I didn't use my own unraidable chest design just because I don't really have enough room. I'll probably do that some later point. Normally you'd stick that in the middle of a big base. This is just against the wall. I may even make a second floor for this thing. But while we're on the subject, I have also cleared out all my private vaults. Now no one can complain about that anymore. All the way from 1 to 7. Wait, there's actually something in that. That's good. I'm glad I found that. So I've set up, just organized a little bit. This is my rare chest stuff. It's got all the axes and stuff I did from my enchanting session at the end of episode 2, so I've got a bunch of stuff here. One thing I've got to do is enchant armor, so I've got to do that some stage once I get some money. But I still have tons of XP bottles. It's over here. It's going to be my TNT chest obby and just some more red stuff, so I've still got tons of bottles if I want to do some enchanting, which I will do soon in the future. And then I've got a chest over here which is just some basic stuff, and all the dirt I had from clearing out the land is in here and in this chest. That took so long to do, but I sort of worth it. And here's the logs from when I cut down the trees on the corner base. It makes me feel like all that work is for nothing, because now bloody Stamp has it. Oh, I don't know if he'll get back to me. This is a junk chest. This is some basic, just some very basic stuff, and then this is just random blocks I can build with. So this is essentially my super simple tiny vault thing. I'm pretty poor at the moment. I have 30,000 bucks. But compared to like having hundreds of thousands before, it's like being really rich and then going to really poor. So the richest faction on the server at the moment is now Ethereal. We were nearly at the top, but now they have clearly overtaken us. And they have tons of corner claims, and their base is absolutely massive, so I can't hold a candle to their flame. But also, this is only super temporary. So what we are actually going to do at some point is we are going to start building our own base from scratch. This time it's going to be in the end, because it is horrible trying to mine out Overworld. The only reason I went to the Overworld anyway is because someone got all the corner claims in the end within like about 4 minutes somehow of the server releasing, when we had the official release. Not the official release, when we had the reset way back when we had that rushed reset. So that wasn't fun, but we did it anyway. So I managed to get on the Overworld. That took absolutely forever as well. And that's just something that happened. So now I'm pretty much way behind everyone, which is not fun, because we're like 3 weeks into this, even though this will probably go for more than 6 months. But that's just how the situation's going to go. One thing I'd like to talk about, though, before I do anything else is just some things that we're going to do with the server. So we are working on a lot of stuff. We're actually hopefully going to have a sale this weekend, because we're going to release a new crate key, which will be a legendary crate key. And sometime in the next couple of days, so I'm recording this on Monday, New Zealand time, so it'll be Sunday American, which is like 1.5 days from when I finish my other recording. So we're going to have the server off because we still have a few crashes. It's nowhere near as bad at the moment, but it still crashes and it still rolls back like every 4 hours or 6, or sometimes once a day, sometimes once every 2 days. But the point is, it's happening. So we're going to go back to the bisect server, and just for like a day or two to see if it crashes or not. I just got a slightly upgrade plan on that just so it runs just not as smoothly as a dedicated server, but pretty much the same. And if it is because of our host, I'm just going to dump them completely. We might use them as a test server because I pretty much paid for that in bulk. But I'll use that anyway for my test server, and then I'll just come back to this and use the bisect as the main server. And then if that turns out to be the problem, I'll probably have to just dump them and find another dedicated server thing, or come up with some other alternative. That's for the future though. This is at the moment just to test some issues, because we have tested quite a few plugins, haven't seemed to found out the issue from that, so we're trying bigger things. With me, I'm always working, so I'm always doing something on the server, recording, making TNT Cannon, so this has been really stressful, but this is what I'm trying to fix at the moment. But it should work, I'm hoping, because I'm trying to make this server really great, and a guy that's been helping me tons is Stamp, so huge thanks to him. So anyway, let's make some progress. So I'm back, and not too much has actually happened since last cut, even though it's been like a few days, just because I've been quite busy. And one thing I've noticed, and also don't worry about where I am, I'll explain in just a sec, but one thing that's annoying me is, like, you have bedrock going along here, and then it shoots out the edge way out there, and that's so irritating. I don't know why. Okay, I have to claim this area. Yeah, well, what I've done is I have, like I said, I was going to create a new base, so I've just laid out the foundation. This is the very middle chunk. It is going to be against the wall. This is probably going to be some similar style to my actual 6x6 chunk base, but a lot bigger. So I have this, and then I believe it's 5 chunks out each way. And then I spent ages actually placing dirt. I actually got a lot more dirt than I needed because I had like 10 stacks, and then I ended up just getting a few more. And as you can see, 10 stacks, that's a lot. So this is running for quite a large area. I'm not going to go F-map because then everyone will instantly find my base. Even though it probably won't take too long anyway. But the first thing I'm going to do here is set up a water curtain, because those are by far the most important thing when you're starting. It just makes it so no one can cobble monster me, so I have to get onto that pretty soon. But this is just the foundation, and also one thing that I said at the start of the episode was I'm probably going to be going solo for a while, but I might do like a sort of 2 type thing, but this is only a possibility. It's I might join Jack because he wants me back, because I sort of just left unnoticed. And I didn't really do much, and that's weird. That was weird. Yeah, my internet here is horrid, so I think my ping's something like 200. It's not fun. But anyway, I might be rejoining him, but one thing that is definitely staying, whether I join him or not, is I'm going to be keeping this temporary base, and I'm going to be slowly building that other base, whether I'm with him or not. So, also, I have 100 power, and I've used 79, so that means I use 78 land for the other part and 1 for here. So I'm not really going to be working on that other one at the moment, mostly because I want to make this sort of area more homely like. And I just realized I left these chests open, which I just get paranoid, because if someone gets in here and they raid me, then they get all my good stuff, which is this. But this probably won't be I probably won't be paranoid about this until actually the video comes out, because then everyone will be trying to hunt down my base, which everyone does. So I'm a huge target, probably the most targeted person on the server, other than maybe Jack, because he always gets targeted by Ethereal. And yeah, he's updating 1 subs too, even though he hasn't been doing that many YouTube videos. But one thing I wanted to set up was I wanted to set up like a second floor, even if it is like very nearly hit the roof, like if it's 3 or 4 blocks from hitting the roof. that's fine. And I want to set up some like armor stands around this area. Also, these lanterns and stuff were leftovers, and I was cleaning my inventory when I was sorting this out, and sort of that stuff got disappeared, so I don't have any of that, so I have to go to the shop and get some stuff. And also, one thing I did the other night was, a guy was selling off a creeper for 25,000. I thought, gee, that's cheap, might as well get one. And a random guy gave me a spawner, which is actually a guy from school. So, yeah, there's a few guys at school that play on my server, which is good and bad, because it's sort of awkward. So that's good. So that just means my balance is now only 7,800. And there's a lot of stuff that we're working on the server at the moment. One thing is a flash sale that if this video gets released on Sunday, then it'll be going off now, but I'm recording this on Thursday night, so that's one thing that should be happening this weekend. And I just want to go to the shop so I can buy some stuff. Mainly redstone and some dispensers and stuff. Oh, that's brutal. Oh well, I'm gonna have to do it. Those were actually more expensive earlier. So that's, yeah, we're going to have a flash sale, which is essentially just a very quick sale because we're going to be releasing a new type of crate key, which Stamp really worked most on, which I'm quite excited for. I actually did that back in the alpha, but we had this plugin which the more sort of crates you had and more stuff in it, the more it affected everything. So it slowed down everything, and we eventually got rid of that plugin because it was awful. So now we can bring back this idea, and also had a super cheap crate key which has horrid items. Well, not horrid, but just like let's say sharpness 5 wind sword is like the worst item. Like, it sounds really cool, but it's pretty bad on paper. And what I need, I'm walking around here and I really need redstone. Trying to walk, talk, and think. Here it is. So another thing I'm going to have to set up is some sort of farm, which I'll probably do on my base. I really want some sort of spawner because I haven't got much space to work with in my temporary base. I'll probably just be more like a vault thing than anything. That was a random guy over there. But, who knows. I need some way to make money, so I may set up a temporary cactus farm somewhere and do something like that. So anyway, while we're on camera, why not? I'm going to stick one of these in the corner, so I'll just get rid of this. Now everything's super dark, so I have torches somewhere in here. Believe it was this one. No, I think it's this one. Yep, there we go. I just want to do a little bit of this off on camera. Of course, I will be probably changing most of these things, but all you really need for an armor equipper is a bunch of dispensers in one area like so. But this is going to be, I'll either have a pressure plate or a button, but I'm going to have a few more than just, let's say, I never got a button. This is probably going to be super awkward. I have wood somewhere. I'll just use my birch. Do I have a crafting table here yet? Nope. Here's how unprepared I am and how new this is. I pretty much just built the vault system off stuff I had in my inventory. So I'm just going to place this down. Actually, is this symmetrical? Damn it, symmetrical. I cannot ruin that without making another crafting table now. So let's make another one. Riveting stuff here. Big word, riveting. You can also see the redstone behind there too, but I'm going to stick these here, even if they look slightly off. Yeah, they look really off. Actually, I could make this into like a utility belt sort of thing, like, not utility belt, utility bar, where I have like furnaces on the side and this, and then maybe just like ender chests on the edge. That'd be pretty cool. Just because in this we need to save a lot of space. And this is going to be horrible material to use to actually place here, so I'm going to use cobblestone. Just because that's, actually, why don't I use diorite? Not diorite, andesite. Just because it blends in a bit more with these dispensers. So let's say that the button is here. That is a horrible spot for the button, to be honest. I haven't done one of these for a while. Last thing I did was, I'm doing this on the top of my head, but I want this to be like flush in the corner. Maybe just something like this would be pretty nice. And then, oh, I have an idea now. I can stick this here. Oh, that won't work, will it? if I stick, Jeez, I should not be doing this on camera. I'm just gonna leave it anyway. I love redstone, but I am being absolutely awful at the moment. But let's say that's there, and I have the button on the side here-ish. And then I can have one of those facing on the edge there, and one facing up there. And another piece of redstone on the top here. That looks god-awful. The only thing I want here is I don't just want armor. I sort of want like a sword and stuff. So, I don't want too much, but I just want a bit of armor. And I think I might stick a mannequin on the side here, just in case. And since we have one extra dispenser, we'll stick it on the top here. Oh no, that won't work. Nope, that won't work. And let's just quickly test this out by sticking in a piece of wood in each. And as you can see, this is super boring. This is unbelievably boring. But hey, here's one interesting story that happened to me. Is today at school, if I just grab that wood, I just want to see if this works. Yep, should work. I was at school, and yeah, of course I was at school, and it was the end of the day. So we have these horrible tiny lockers because we have a new block at our school, and I live in a tiny town, but the school is like the main school for like the area because it's a country sort of school. But at school, like, still got like 200 people in it, which is quite big for a school with a town of 800 people. And there was this tall guy. I'm quite tall. I'm 6'1", and I'm on the bottom locker just because I was horribly timed on the first day to get a locker. And a guy fell back, accidentally tripped on something, fell back and landed on my head. So now I've got this giant like scar thing on the side of my head, and it hurts so much. But that should go away. I'm surprised I didn't break my cheekbone, to be honest. So yeah, that's not fun. Should be grateful that I didn't break my cheekbone. And I have an extra dispenser. How did this happen? I just found a much better way of actually making this. If I place... Oh, but then it'll only be too high. You know, I think I might have two. One for weapons. One for weapons and one for armor. And I'll make a mannequin and stick it on the side. Just because that way I can stick armor in this one. Go, let's say I just take my armor off now. Also, the server is 1.8 and we actually have finally fixed the 1.7 TNT mechanics. There's always issues with stuff like that. So now I'm naked. Press the button. Now I've got my armor. And I'll probably stick a mannequin on the side here just to do it. But as you can see, very basic system, and I'll probably move this to like the top floor if I make a second floor. And I don't think I have any obsidian. Is this even going to load for me? Oh, no. Yeah, this is going to be irritating. I swear I have some obsidian. There we go. That is nowhere near enough. That's something I could do, is I could sell my TNT, but I sort of want TNT for when I do some raiding. So I'm probably just going to work on this or talk with Jack or something. But anyway, I'll be back. So it has just been a little while, and I have set up, I've decided to start making the second floor, and one guy gave me 3 stacks of obsidian because I was talking just, it was just a random guy that was talking to me and said, hey, heard you got raided, and then had a conversation with him, and then he said, oh, how can I help? And then I just said, oh, I've got this tiny little vault, and lacking low on resources. And okay, and then gave me 3 stacks of obsidian, which is really nice of him. So I forgot his name, so he's probably gonna hate me. And yeah, also I keep calling this a mannequin, and it's an armor stand. It's just I'm so used to mannequins in real life, so that's a thing. And I placed this down a second ago, and because I placed it in the wrong spot, and it's got a health bar. We have health bars for PvP, and for some reason this has a health bar. And what it's got now. Yeah, I'm also quite poor, so one thing I need to do is get like diamonds or something so I can do an enchanting session and get some good armor. But just so this doesn't look ugly, and since I haven't used kit starter yet, I'm going to use that and grab some diamonds. I have some in this chest, I believe. Yep, I have 8, so that's my stash. I have some people's heads. Grandpa Henry. That's not his head, I don't think. Well, he must have changed it. And I showed these chests earlier. I'm just gonna chunk most of this in here. I'm actually gonna stick that. I have this armor. I'm gonna stick this stuff on the mannequin. Man, you know, people can get mad at me if I call it a mannequin. I really don't mind, because that's just what I'm gonna call it. Mannequin armor stand. It's the same thing. You put clothes on it. That's what a mannequin is, and you do this in here too. So now we have our sort of thing, and since we have that other set of armor, not this one, this one. Since we have this other set of armor, we nearly have 2 sets actually. Just need another pair of booties. Also, one thing no one is actually caught on. I grabbed 2. Do I have any boots? Nope. Apparently I have no boots. Do I get boots? Yeah. One thing no one caught on to is ever since the beta, I programmed like pretty much everything, or coded everything. And for the kits, I made, for donor ranks and everything, I made it instead of boots, I called it booties. And no one has sent me a comment about it yet. But I just find that hilarious. Everything else is normal, but this is what happens when I'm a server owner. My personality leaks through. Yeah, but that was way back when I had my massive holidays. So now I can just have that as backup. Actually, I'd rather just have a full backup set, because this is not really worth it. Those are all full, yep. So yeah, now we have a full backup set, and if these use it, then I can stick that in there, and that's protection 1 diamond armor, so that's pretty good. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use one of those chests as well for redstone, because that's a massive thing. I'm just going to finish up this, and before I probably do, I should probably figure out a way how I'm going to get up here. And I have the best idea ever, actually. Well, not really. It was super original when 1.8 came out, but I've always wanted to do it. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to leave this little space here open. So what I'm going to do is, I'm pretty much in the exact same position. Probably not, but is I got a sticky piston and a slime block. And if you have ever lived life, then you know exactly what this means. Well, not exactly live life. This is gonna be super awkward to place, to be honest. This may not work to the same extent. You know what? I'm just gonna YOLO, to be honest. Because I want this extra space, but I have 2 blocks under here just in case someone tries to be cheeky and reverse. Even though you don't need to reverse to actually get through the space, and that doesn't really do all that much. I'll just stick that there, to be honest. I don't want to drown. I'm going back in the base. Oh no, wrong base. This is the one that got... I don't know what this is, actually. Anyway, back here, that was odd. This block here, we're going to stick the sticky piston there and slime block there. And I can only stick obsidian around it, can't I? Jump on it. And press a button. So now I have to make another button. This is super... No, actually. Doot. I'm gonna do something slightly fancier than that. This is not fancy at all. I am very horrible when it comes to any kind of aesthetics with bases. I'm gonna need slightly more stairs than that. Like, I am the worst, and since I have barely any sort of palette to work with, it's mostly cobblestone and a tiny bit of obsidian. That's just because I need to stick that around there. And please tell me I have stone, please. It doesn't really matter. It just won't fit in otherwise. You know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna make some furnaces, just because I can, and they can go beside here. And I'm just doing most of the space on camera because as I probably do more of this stuff, I'll probably do more off camera, but I'm just going to get a little bit of stone so I can make some pressure plate. Oh my god. The lag on my computer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick pressure plates here, and hopefully this hurries. I'm going to stick pressure plates here, and then this will go dink, and I should just fly up. Oh no. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Also, the server has MCMMO, so we can do this. You don't need some crazy pick I've only got. Oh yeah, it's efficiency 1, but MCMO ability tool makes it efficiency 8. Yeah, never noticed that, to be honest. It's efficiency 3, sorry, so increases it by 5 efficiency. Which is pretty awesome, to be honest. But anyway, now if I go here and place down these pressure plates, I can go... Can't go like that. I know why. I know exactly why. This is going to be painful. So why it is because we have to actually place redstone underneath here. Mining obsidian's horrible. But, what we have to do is we have to place a piece of obsidian there, and then we have to place, it's because we have to place redstone underneath, because it's not powering anything, it's only powering the slime block. Luckily I clicked onto that pretty quickly, or else that would have been a disaster. So now that should be fine. Place these back. Oh god, this looks awful. I should not be allowed to build in this game. Probably making over 1,000 people cringe right now. You're gonna do that now, are you? Are you legit gonna do that now? Why do I even try? Also, one thing I'm gonna stick a button here. I cannot be stuffed. I'm gonna keep this here temporarily, but I'm gonna stick a button there. Go dunk. Oh, that's probably why. Oh, that's probably why. You see, this... Ooh. That's not fun. I'll just get rid of this block and this one. Did it... Super riveting stuff, to be honest. One thing I was gonna say is, what do you guys like the most? I read all comments, so don't be afraid to comment. Nope, never mind. I guess that's not the solution. It's not even the server's fault. It's the fact my connection is awful. That's causing the issue. So I'll just place another button 3 slabs away. But what I was gonna say is, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like progress update type stuff where I do a ton of stuff off camera, or stuff like this where I actually do more stuff on camera? That is awful. There we go. Second floor. This is actually pretty roomy to be considering. And then down here I got my main base. So now they're both 4, and I can start adding more stuff in here over time. But what do you guys like more? Progress update stuff, because I can do a lot in a short period of time, because I have more time to play than I do to record, just because of my life, because I'm not always home. I have a lot of places I have to be, and a lot of stuff to do. So that's this little part done. So I'm back. I'm just currently at the arena, because I did a cinematic earlier when I was recording for my schedule change and sell video. And this is going to be the last part of this episode. So a lot of stuff that has been happening is I've just been working really hard on the sale and that. And next episode, hopefully it'll be a lot more interesting, because I know this one was more talky and a bit more boring. I don't really know what you guys exactly want. I'm very new to this, like, let's play sort of stuff, but we'll see how it goes. But the one major thing I was going to say is I'll probably be rejoining Jack. I will still probably be doing my own base slowly, but I will be rejoining Jack at probably next episode. And I will still be keeping all my stuff, but I'll probably be just rejoining his faction, just because it's a lot funner working with him. I know that completely contradicts what I said at the start of the episode, but I'm going to be doing sort of like half and half, so that way I can have my own sort of section of the faction and no one else can touch it. I'll probably actually have an alt that has my land, I don't really know, but I'll sort it out next episode. And also, I'll be opening a ton of legendary crate keys in the next episode, which are the new crate keys, which is good in a million ways, because 1, means I can show you what they're like, and 2, I can get a ton of stuff, and hopefully get a bit richer on the server. So that's going to be a great thing. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, please leave a like. It shows me that you like me to do more. But anyway, goodbye from TNT Madness.